This lecture is going to help guide you into this first speech that you're approaching, the introductory speech or personal narrative. Both are about you. It's just sort of how you want to choose to tell your audience about you. The introductory style is going to be more of a 2 to 4 main points specific about you that you get a little deeper into, whereas the personal narrative is going to be more of a story. So maybe like the 3 things I learned on my road trip to California, or how music has influenced me, and you give 3 examples. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give a quick review of the outline process, how that starts, as well as go into a brainstorming idea, because I know a few of you probably really don't quite know what you want to share about to your audience about you. So let's start off with this orientation up here. This is our orientation. This is a guide to our speech. We do not say it during our presentation. We'll start off right with the introduction. So we have our topic, our title, and I put title there because a professional speech is titled. We most likely will use topics. You're welcome to use either one. So I will just use a topic. I'm going to talk about me. So real simple. And if you remember, we have 3 general purposes. We have to inform, which is what we're doing. We're informing our audience about ourselves. We have to persuade or to entertain. So we'll keep it at to inform, although you may want to add in to entertain as well. Remember what the specific purpose is. The specific purpose is your topic plus your general purpose, and it addresses the audience. So I can say to inform my audience about me. Now, if I have an idea of what I would like to talk about, I could include that and make this a little bit more specific. To inform my audience, let's throw that on there, about my hobbies and my family. So we could be a little bit more specific there. Now, what I want to do is let's talk about the central idea, but I'm not going to write anything here yet. So the central idea, remember, is expressed as a complete sentence. You'll notice that the other ones are not. And it is the point of the speech. For this speech, it may actually become sort of your preview statement as well, because it could include your main points. What I want to do is I want to come down here and I want to start to do what I call a brainstorming activity. So I want to go into give an example of that introductory style speech. Again, 3 to 5 minutes long. And we still need 2 to 4 main points. So I want to choose 2 to 4 things that are important to me. So what I want you to do is that in your head, think about some things that are important to you. I'm going to start to write a few that I typically get, such as family, hobbies, education, career, culture, religion, goals. I'm just actually going to leave it at that here. Here are a few that I get. Obviously, we can break this into so many more. Now, what I want to do is, as a good speaker, we want to get a little bit deeper into our information. We don't want to be what I call a surfacey speaker where you just skim over information. When someone leaves our conversation, you want them to have learned something or at least have enjoyed being in that conversation. Not walking away trying to figure out why they just wasted some time with you. So what I want to do is I want to break this down a little bit more, and let's talk about what is important or who is important in our family. Maybe our parents or parent. Maybe our grandparents. How about our siblings or children? Maybe aunts and uncles. Possibly cousins. My cousins are very important to me. I'm an only child. How about our pets even? Some people include that in our family. So here's an idea of what people may include as part of your family. How about your hobbies? I like to look at some of these then in a reporter standpoint or viewpoint. Who, what, when, where. So, what is your hobby? How long have you participated? If it's a sport, is it an individual thing or is it a group thing? Maybe a team situation? Does it involve traveling? Is there equipment that you need to buy? Maybe some examples. So there's a lot that you can go off of just this one main point. Education. How about, maybe where you graduated? Your goals for your education. And then here we can even break this down into short term, mid-term, or long term. So now we're even getting a little bit deeper. Maybe your major. Do you want to further your education? Again, a lot of places we can go here. Career. Go back to that who, what, when, where. What is it? What are your duties? How long have you been there? Do you enjoy it? What are your goals there? And again, you can continue on. Culture again. What about your culture? Be specific. Give details on this. Maybe why. Is it family? Is it the customs? Is it just what you appreciate what you do? So give details on that. Same way here with religion. Give information. What is it? Maybe how. When do you worship? Maybe compare, even to other religions. How long? What is your participation level in your religion? Goals. We can go many places here. We can break it down into short term, mid-term, long term. We could break this into educational goals, personal goals. There's so many places we can go when we talk about this. So here are just a few ideas of some main points in which you could use. So what I want to do is I would like to choose 2 main points. I'm going to choose my family and my hobbies. All right? So what I'm going to do from here is I've sort of did that breaking down. I figured out that those are 2 most important things in my life. And with that fits into my requirement of 2 to 4 main points. 2 main points, family and hobbies. So now I'm going to create my central idea. We need to get that central idea down before you can actually start creating the body of the speech, because we need to know what we're trying to prove or our goal all the time. So, and everything that we put into our speech needs to go back and support that central idea. So you can come up with something. I'm going to put that my family and my hobbies have created the person in front of you today. So what will bring down those main points here, family, hobbies, again, our 2 main points into our body. We'll sort of fill in the blanks, decide what we want to talk to our audience about, include our transitions in there, and then we'll go back and we'll finish off our introduction and our conclusion. Now we do know the preview, main points, our review of the main points, but we'll need something to gain attention and interest. So review that, as well as our transitions we'll also add in. Those 2 main points fit in with the guidelines of the 2 to 4 main points. You need to decide how many you need to put in there, how much information, depending on time. So depending on what's going to fit into that 3 to 5 minutes.